Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition hardcore video. Today we're going to be working on getting some of the resources around the base going. We need to have a consistent source of food, as this is all the food we have. We need to work on getting this enchantment room done, maybe done, maybe not today. So we need to get food, we need to get sugarcane, we need to get cobblestone, because to be honest, I don't want to keep mining out that ravine for cobblestone and we don't have a lot. So, I think let's start off by working on flattening out an area to use as farmland. What I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten out this top area up here. We're just going to cut a block off. Alright, so we've got the general area terraformed out into what we want to use for the farm. Now our biggest problem is cobblestone currently. And I'm pretty sure I want to build a generator right about now, but the one problem I'm running into is we don't have any lava. So I think for now we're going to build the frame of a nether portal without decorating it, and then we'll build the portal, like the decorations for the portal, make it look nice later. It's just right now I need a functional portal. We're gonna see what the nether looks like. Now I know this is probably really risky and probably not the best idea, but it's probably also the fastest solution to this problem, so I'll see you once we got that lit up. Alright, so picked out this area over here to build the portal. Once again, we are gonna add some more sort of decoration to it and whatnot, but for now just got this tall portal, so let's light it up and let's hope for a good spawn. Hold up my shield, just to be cautious. And we spawned in inside of a crimson forest. Oh, brother. I don't really want to go to it. Apologies about that, that was my speaker for my monitor turning off. I don't really want to go that way toward the Sugarcane Valley. Let's just try and find a lava pool around here. Okay. Oh, I might have to go toward the Sugarcane Valley. So I really don't want to mess with those pig ones. Just trying to remember the coordinates of this portal. I wouldn't want to get lost in here. I'm gonna have to be very careful. Well, there's flowing lava here. Is there any? And this is a big drop, though. So I don't think there would work. Now there's gas. Oh boy. Let's see about this soul sand. I really don't like it because of the skeletons and the gas and everything, but okay. I can see lava. Just what we need. I really don't like being here. But let's come down. Uh-oh. 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 No, 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 no. Okay. Okay, I'm alright. I'm alright. There's a giant lava lake over here. Nice. Perfect sized lava lake. Alright, I never want to come back here again. This place is horrible. let's just get out of here while we can. Uh-oh. Oh, you bugged out. Perfect. The problem with that is it'll randomly shoot a ball at me now. No! Oh my gosh, holy sniper. Okay. Just need to keep moving along. Perfect, perfect. Alright. I guess I could check for a dried gas real quick. Any of these? I don't think so. I think we'd have to go deeper in that Cobblestone Valley to find one. But honestly, let's just get out of here. I don't want to die in the nether. Alright, so the next time we visit that place, I'm definitely going to be more geared up. Let's go ahead and sleep, get the materials for the cobblestone generator, and we'll be back with you once I'm building it. Alright, we're back, and I'm going to show you a pretty simple design for a cobblestone generator. We're just going to do it in the side of this hill, because I think that'll make life a lot easier. So, let's go ahead and go to this side. I'm gonna mine out these blocks, as well as these middle blocks, which will be the ones with the cobblestone. Then on this side, we're gonna do that, a stair, waterlog it. Cobblestone, a stair. Gotta grab more water. Waterlog the stair. Oh, I thought I picked up water. Waterlog it, cobblestone. Stair. Waterlog. Make sure the stairs are made of non-flammable materials, since we are going to be working with lava. We want to keep it away from from flammable materials such as wood. Do this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Do it for 5 blocks, so this will be the last block. And let's try and get in here. There we go. Place it in the corner, place that there, and just seal that off with that and that. So this is going to be your line of cobblestone that is generating. And then we're going to go ahead and over here, we're just going to place a lava bucket. It's going to flow outwards. It's going to create cobblestone. We're also going to mine we're going to grab a hopper and a couple chests, because I forgot to grab those. We actually have the materials for those. Let's make up a crafting table to craft 3 chests, 1 into a hopper. Oh, got 1 too many. Oh well. Hopper will go in. Place the double chest like this. Hopper will go facing into it. And we'll craft a slab right here, which you'll stand on, and then we'll mine out these 3 blocks, or these blocks on top of it. The reason why we're doing that is so that way, because of how fast the cobblestone regenerates, it'll sometimes not be able to fall downward. so we'll get pushed up above this grass and end up upwards or all over the place. I know that because it's happened in many other builds, and I've wondered why is there cobblestone loss. So the next part of the farm is to go ahead and grab just some water, and then we gotta reach all the way to the back. So what I like to do is let it generate on my head, do that, we'll have to break the slab. Slab break, place it back down, just crouch, keep that block, break this one, and then you have access to your cobblestone. Just like that, we got a simple and easy cobblestone generator built in our world. And clear up the infinite water source. And grab a couple of torches. And we can put a door on this. So we're going to use this cobblestone generator now to get cobblestone to craft cobblestone walls for the crop farm. Alright, so now that we got a couple stacks of cobblestone, let's go ahead and make up this wall by crafting a stack of cobblestone walls, because once again, or I guess not once again, but you can always craft things, but you can never uncraft them, so. And you can carry crafting tables with you, so there's no reason to craft way too much if we can continue to craft more. So let's go ahead and we'll make this wall 3 blocks, or on the 3rd block, start building it out. I think what we'll do with building this farm is we'll just go ahead and condense this whole thing into a time lapse. So, ready, set, go. Alright, so now that we got everything with the lanterns and the farmland and the wall put up. Let's grab our seeds and our carrots, as well as make a quick fence gate. And we'll call this project a completion. Or, I don't know. Words are hard. We'll call this complete. I don't know how some of you guys deal with how I talk, but thank you all for staying along and listening to me anyway. Where did I put the carrots? Did I throw them in my large chest? I did. Now what do you think's gonna grow faster? The wheat that I'm planting or the carrots that I'm planting? I know the wheat's gonna have a head start, but I can still see people rooting for the carrots. I think that's what we'll see at the end of the episode, is what's growing more. We'll try and harvest it throughout this recording session. Next thing on my to-do list is that nether portal, because I built it and now I have to finish it. So let's throw some charcoal in the furnace, some cobblestone, and make some stone. For stone bricks, we'll do the same in this one. The rest of it in the chest, and we'll go kill this zombie. We got that and some other materials together for building the portal. So I'll see you once I'm ready to start building. Alright, and we're back. We've got some netherrack. We've got some gold. We got some glowstone. And we mined up some quartz for the observer in the future. And we got lava. Now the idea I want to go behind this is I want to make this portal have this kind of like have lava falling down the sides of it, while also having a staircase lead up to it. So why don't we go ahead and work on getting that implemented. I think this is how... Well, here's what we'll do is, why don't we put the lava bucket here and let's see how this flows. No, okay, so this... So I was doing the right formation, just one block not far enough out. Alright, so what are we thinking about this bottom area with the staircase? We've got this outlined for the lava to flow down into. So now the second thing we're going to work on is let's mine out some of this dirt. Just basically a ring of dirt surrounding the stairs here. And let's use glowstone to add a sort of ring of it around. Okay, so now that we got this ring of glowstone around, I'm thinking we mine out maybe this many blocks, and go diagonally to it. Okay, no. We're gonna mine out a couple blocks here. We're gonna want to get diagonally here. Okay. So what we're gonna try and do is we're gonna try and create like a sort of spherical outline, so get back to you once we've got this mined out. Alright, so this is what the netherrack looks like around here. We got, you know, just a general netherrack border around this portal. Let's go ahead and we'll throw down just a little bit more glowstone around here. Like just some here. Some here. Some here, and some here. That way we can hopefully keep the mobs away from this portal. But the next step on the list is to go ahead and mirror what we've built on the bottom on the top part of the portal to house the lava. So let's get to doing that. So let's get this wrapping around. Alright, so we're up here now, and we've got the top half of this done. We just need to go ahead and add in the lava now, so let's grab our lava buckets. Place them on the edges like so. Could we have just placed one in the center and save up on lava? It doesn't quite flow the way I want, so I think I have to place them on the very edge. And maybe I have to wait for it to reset. I give it the best condition possible to make this work. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it has to be this block. Okay. So we got the lava placed on that block and on that block. We just gotta cover up everything on this top half with slabs. So we're gonna need how many more slabs? 3 plus 4, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7. Wrong type of slab. Wait, can I just stone cut this into... I can't, okay. 2, 4, 6, 7. Let's finish this top part by covering this up with its slabs. And then call this a done deal. Take a step back and see how this looks. Oh yes, I actually really like this. Almost want to do some lava pools on the bottom, but I think we'll leave it at this. To be completely honest. Alright, so next up is let's actually clear a little bit of junk out. I'll also clear that out. Take this back to the house. Not where I meant to put it. Let's go ahead. I made a new chest over here because this one keeps getting full. So let's dedicate this one to dirt and stone and netherrack and just general blocks that we're going to have a lot of. So the cobblestone as well. This deep slit. Let's put all this in here. This should help with the clutter a little bit by adding just a tiny bit of organization. Then, I know I haven't forgotten. Let's get over to this farm. Let's farm the crops that are farmable. We've got currently 1 wheat that is ready to be harvested. And 7 seeds, including the ones that I picked up. So let's go ahead and put those down. Check on the carrots. And got 1 carrot. That's harvestable. Plant that down. Put the wheat in here. Got ourselves a composter, so composting's the bone meal. I didn't even know you could compost bread until now. I guess we'll give that to the carrots, since they've kind of got an unfair disadvantage right now. The next project on the list, though, is to make a sugarcane farm, as well as get a pathway going from the base to this area. So let's go ahead and get that pathway built. I'll see you when that's done. Alright, so we've got all the materials we need for the farm, the sugarcane farm. We're going to build as well as we got this pathway built. So this pathway just kind of goes from here, has some cobblestone and some wood, some path, and we're probably going to add some glowstone mixed in with the cobblestone, so that way yeah, words are hard. I'm trying to think. That way it's lit up. But for now, let's go ahead and move on to building the sugarcane farm. So we're going to go ahead and just mine into this hillside. Couple of blocks, and we will start mining down right here, so this block. We're gonna make sure we got a decent amount of space to work with. So build it at this Y level, and we'll place a torch here. And this will be where the hopper and chest go. So, okay, we slightly miscalculated, or misdid how this ramp is going to be. So why don't we just place that like that? Grab this cobblestone. That hopper, we can still get into the chest. Go ahead and dig this direction. I'm gonna dig it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8 blocks across. And this tutorial is repeatable in your own worlds. This is a good and reliable sugarcane farm that you are completely good to copy. So, got the water placed on this side. Let's go ahead and do the same thing this way. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. What about it? Oh, it's supposed to be 8. 8, 8. And here we're also going to mine blocks out. We're going to need to replace this with some block. This first one, or first layer, I don't know what I was saying. A combined layer and bottom. This first layer was something that sugarcane can grow on. So my example is going to be dirt, it could be sand of some sort, or really any block that sugarcane can grow on. Mine all of this out and place these back. Now this is very easily expandable. Not at all hard to just extend, but I'm just going to show you what I would call base model 1. This will run at the background of your world as long as the chunks are loaded. And it's not crazy with the rates, but it gets the job done. Now we're going to go ahead and mine out these blocks here. Behind this, whatever block you can grow the sugarcane on. And we're going to go ahead and set up the limited amount of redstone that we need. Now, unfortunately, I will not be able to 100% build this farm because of my limited amount of sugarcane, or not sugarcane, limited amount of redstone dust that I mined, and my lack of want to go mining again. And we're going to go ahead and mine out one more layer back. You do not have to build this in a mountainside, you can build this outside of a mountainside. I just wanted to build an inside one because it gets a little bit big in your world if you leave it out, especially if you don't put it in some sort of building. It gets really ugly, and so I just like to usually build it either underground or like in the side of a hill like this. So there we go. That all sorted. Now the first layer of blocks, I like to do something that fits the build, something that looks nice. So I'm just going to do cobblestone for this first layer. For this second layer, I'm going to do pistons on all of them except for this middle one. So we're actually pretty close. Everything, and then we need to grab observers and place them facing outward. Like this. And just grab some more of any block. Place it down and place redstone behind it. And then space, more blocks, more redstone. I will leave this space empty for now. And we can go ahead and plant sugarcane on all of our blocks that will allow us to. Just like that. And I'll show you how this works. So, say we got sugarcane grown to about this much. Anytime a single piece of sugarcane from each half of the farm grows to 3 high, it flips all of them. But it doesn't do this side. This second half is independent from that. Flips them all. Runs down the water stream. This picks them up. That'll work every time. So now we're just going to seal off this middle section. Some cobblestone. We're going to make sure we place torches. Just so that way no shenanigans, happen around here. And we're going to grab some of this leftover glass. We're just going to place that. Okay, now we can't access our chest, though. So we created a bit of a predicament. We can't access the chest if we do it like this. Plus this whole stair thing isn't really cutting it. So I think what I'm going to do, at least for this situation, is I want the door to be on this block. So we're just just gonna do a ladder. That'll lead down to here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ladders. Let's grab a crafting table. And we got plenty of sticks for ladders. Perfect. Build that up. That's all well and good. Place the torch down here, and then we'll craft some more doors. Place the door here. And there we go. We got our automatic sugarcane farm that'll work in the background. Which is perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and get rid of any of the extra stuff that we don't want. The raw copper, andesite, these ladders. It's dirt because there's so much of it, and that should be all that we don't need. So I'll throw all this stuff back in here. I am gonna grab some glowstone and finish lighting up that pathway. But then, the next thing on my objective list is, because of how bad this iron supply is looking, we've only got half a stack left. We're gonna go ahead and try getting an iron farm thrown up at some point in the near future. Due to time constraints, because of how many bugs there was, which I'll talk about later toward the end of the video, because of how many bugs there was with Bedrock Edition this past week, I haven't been able to be playing, so I don't know if it has or hasn't, but this video probably will be a little bit on the shorter side of things. So I think for now we'll just grab the villagers. I don't think we'll do much with them. So let's light this up and let's get to it. Alright, we got 2 villagers at our front door now, so that's awesome. I don't think today will be the day we do a breeder, but let's get our final bets in on the crops. We're looking at only a couple carrots left to plant, and we got a little bit of wheat as well. That'll be available to plant. So, wheat does take this one, so anyone who voted for carrots, sorry. It's been catching up to wheat, but not today. Does not win today. But we've got to sleep through this night and whatnot. Now, while yes, I could let this entire wheat and carrot farm grow, I went to the nether and grabbed some bone blocks off camera. Because I don't want to wait the next millennium to see all these grow. I'm gonna go ahead and just use bone meal to hopefully speed up the majority of the process, which, you know, pros of spawning by Soul Sand Valley. So you get some of the freest bone meal. So while I go ahead and bone meal all these crops, let's talk about the whole Bedrock Edition being super bugged situation. Now, I don't have any footage saved of my experience with it, but I've had a great time with it. No, I'm just kidding. It's been honestly horrible. I've had glitches that I'll show on the screen, such as pink glitch, Um, there's been a black bar at the bottom of my screen. I've had my textures for the water replaced with textures for wildly different blocks, some including lanterns and all sorts of things. At one point the game just didn't play well. It wasn't even a memory leak, it was just the game didn't play well at all frame rate wise. And so that has caused this to be a little bit of maybe a shorter video or a later release. But I want to go into a little bit of what I think of the whole situation, because apparently the reason why the game was so bugged is they had to use AI to code it. Now that, combined with the fact that they also switched the file structure, I believe, for Bedrock to GDK, I think it's what they switched it to, if I'm not mistaken. Someone will have to probably correct me on this in the comments. But they switched the file structure for the game, which pretty much becomes immediately apparent, even if you didn't know they switched the file structure. Many people's worlds were gone. Many people's texture packs were gone. And there's a whole new opening Minecraft screen. That was at the beginning of last week, while I was working on recording the last video. I luckily did get around this by just not updating, because I got the news before I was going to update Minecraft. However, I feel like if you're a Mojang employee and you're releasing an update without testing it, because I mean, coding the game with AI is one thing, and honestly I think with the way things are going, things are going to get coded with AI. However, if you're gonna code with AI, you're not even sure if you coded it right. You can't even say, hey, I'm 100% sure that I did a good enough job on this. I coded it right. You literally had an AI code it, so you don't know how well. That's like phoning a friend and then saying, yep, I am 100% sure. Like phoning a friend that, you know, maybe is lower level at coding, or is more prone to making mistakes when coding, and then saying, yep, I have 100% confidence, let's release this without even testing it. That's basically what happened with all of this Bedrock Edition stuff, which honestly think is a little bit wild. I don't like that. And especially like compared to the Java community. This is a point that I saw in another video, is that whenever there's even minor issues with Java Edition, Mojang is very willing to hear that side of the community and patch things out. But it's as if like Bedrock Edition side of the community, or side of the development team, just doesn't care. Or maybe it's that they're like less like spiritually Mojang employees, if you know what I mean. It's like less Mojang employees that have been Mojang employees before Microsoft took over. Maybe that's the reason why Bedrock Edition doesn't get the same amount of care. I don't really know. All I know is there's a problem. There's way too many bugs that are sliding in Bedrock Edition. There's way too few care going towards getting a good playable version of Bedrock Edition that is tested. And I honestly think that the moral of the story is Mojang needs to be more clear, to communicate, and to test their game before releasing a fix. That's my overall gist of it. And I don't want to spend forever talking about this, but that's just my 2 cents, is I don't think that you should be releasing an update for a game that's forced upon people the way that Minecraft Bedrock forces updates just for the update to make the game unplayable. It's reasonably frustrating. But with that, we've got, a wheat farm growing, we've got another portal built, We've got a pathway, we've got some villagers, we've got a sugarcane farm, which is, slowly working on producing sugarcane, and we've got a cobblestone generator over here. So I think with that, I'm gonna call that a video. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one next week. See ya.